What it do, word? It's your boy Trill, SheLovsTreal, bringing y'all another video. But today, this video is gonna be working on my little project video. As y'all know, I used to work for a dealership. Y'all might know, might not know, but I used to work for a dealership. I was in sales pretty much for 2.5 years. Behind the desk, selling cars, and now I am in a space where I want to learn how to fix them. So I got me a 2008 Ford Fusion SEL. Also, it ain't many videos on YouTube or out there that's explaining some of this stuff on this particular model. And yep, I'm just trying to tackle the issues and, you know what I'm saying, pretty much do something on my own, do something different than what I'm used to. So just follow me on my journey if you want to keep, or if you want to be in tune or stay in tune with, you know, my journey through this process. Definitely like, subscribe, and follow me, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of work to do on this, so you're going to see a lot coming from me. So, yeah, stay tuned. All right, first things first, you want to get you a jack. Obviously, this jack is going to be our video sponsor today because we got all this. We got the jack Hyper Tough impact wrench. And we also got, right in our handy dandy Dollar Tree toolboxery, Hyper Tough electronic wrench. So, yeah, they ain't paying me nothing right now to be in this video. Shout out to today's sponsor. All right, so you want to start by getting your jack. Get your jar jacked up with some jack stands. I got jack stands and I got the scissor jack. I left the other jack at home. But you see my oily ass. Open. You want to get that piece of wood. Oops. Right on the bottom of it. With the jack. Kind of have to do it right here. All right, next you want to go ahead and remove this bolt and this hose piece right here. And pretty much just gonna use a 10mm. It would have been another bolt right here too. But like I said, I tried this earlier. That actually snapped off, so I gotta figure something out. I gotta get that off. So now that we got this bolt out and this hose off, you want to take this bolt out, but also you want to bungee this out the way. So that's why I got this bungee cord set up right here. That's why I can't see nothing down here. But I had this bungee cord to that, so that's out of the way kinda. And then we can take this bolt out, and then start taking this bolt out. Well, actually this bolt right here, because this is a ground wire. You're gonna take, okay, recap. This bolt, then that bolt, which is an 8mm. This is still 10mm. And then after that, we can work on this bolt and these deep sockets right here, which are both 15, which these are 15mm deep socket, need to be deep socket. And this one is a 21mm deep socket. Right here, 15mm deep socket, remember that, y'all. And this is the last one I gotta finish taking off. I ain't trying to take them off all the way yet, because I still gotta take this big 21mm off right there. But now you can still see. I'm gonna try to jack it. You can see the engine. Ooh, slipped off. She slipped off the jack. All right, you can actually see the engine move. I jacked it up, but I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, you can definitely fiddle with the engine height now, but you don't want it too high or too low. So yeah, be careful with that. But we're gonna finish by uncovering them bolts. All right, so we're working on this big 21mm bolt, and if you can see, like, just watch the engine move when I'm trying to just, where you really can't see. You can really move it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, I don't know if you can see this joint move. We'll try to use the impact again. Let's see. One-handed, it's crazy. This little pry bar piece, you can see. See that? That's loose. That's really loose. All right, next, after that, you're probably gonna have to let this down. But after you got all the screws loose, this is probably gonna be super tight, and it's probably gonna be moving along with the engine and stuff like that. You're gonna have to get you a pry bar, a pry piece. I got this same thing. Oh, look at today's sponsor. Hybrid Tough. You get down in between here, and you pry it. You might have to move this AC line out the way to get there. By the way, if you removing this, ease the pressure out, because if you don't, you just blindly just take it off, it might burst. It might burst and splatter everywhere, so be mindful of that. But yeah. Now we halfway there. Go ahead and get this out. All right, so now on to the next step. We got the aluminum part off. You see the rubber mount? Ooh, you can see it's sharp. Look at this. That's how you know this is glue. We got the Big Daddy right here, as you can see. Don't move, right? Exactly. Yeah. So now we got this 15mm deep socket. Deep socket bolt, so you're gonna have to use a deep socket, and then we got one right behind, right there. That one right there. And then we got another one right there. Ooh, let me zoom in. Ooh, right there. As you see, it's a little rusty, but I'm gonna be able to get it on there. But yeah, can't record and do it. BRB. All right. Today's sponsor. Look, if you get today's sponsor, you're gonna have to upgrade this right here. You can't use the 2 amp hour battery with today's sponsor, because this was a mother. Look at this. So, as you can see, they put penetrant on it. So that's what kept it in okay condition. That's what you're looking at as far as your mount. So, this is the only stud. You just push off that stud and out. Look at that, boy. God damn. Night and day. This sturdy up top. Just like a Xbox controller. Toggle. Rusty. Dusty. Ooh, looking lovely. What you want to do too, clean that up too. Nasty, man. Y'all gotta clean up after yourself. Maybe we do something, man. Clean up. Got it cleaned up a little bit. So now we're gonna line it up in here with the new rubber mount. As you can see, get them lined up. Make sure these bolts lined up. Right with that stud. You can go ahead and start retracing your steps. Please, about my corporate voice. All right, y'all. We almost done. Got them bolts on right now. So once you get them bolts on, you already know what's next. Slapping this bad boy back on. Wrong way. Yeah, there we go. All right, y'all. We looking good here. We looking good. Now, we got a big 21mm bolt on, or 3 15mm bolts right there on the aluminum plate, or 15mm bolts down here for the actual mount. Like I said, we're just working in reverse now. I'm gonna get these AC lines back down. Then, well, I'm gonna get my cooler reservoir back down, and then we can go ahead and plug in these AC lines, and we pretty much done on the top. All right, y'all. Hey, look, I'm proud of myself. I really am. We got everything back on, everything in place. Cooler lines back on. Obviously the cap. This bolt's back on for the reservoir. To be continued right there. The only thing we got is this actuator right here, bolt, or whatever the case may be. All the lines are straight. AC lines quite tight, straight. Now we head underneath the car, as you can see. Working hard up here. All right, I have no time to show y'all like step by step what you need to do, but this is pretty much what you need to do. But this is pretty much what you need to do. Extension the socket, 15mm on the back bolt here. And you're gonna need a 15mm wrench. Open for these bolts right here. You could do it for. You could do it for these back ones too. I already got them loose. There's another one back here too. Right here. I got that one loose too, but you could put an extension piece back here, right above this exhaust pipe, and get those two back ones right there. But you pretty much take those off. Slide this piece. See how short it is? It shouldn't be moving. I can lift up on the exhaust right now. Or transmission, I should say. Oop, can't even do it. Well, as you can see, There you go. Shots. Big shot. Shouldn't be doing this. Alright, let me finish this and tighten these bolts up. I just want y'all to see I got it off. And this is what the oval looks like. As you can see, this inner part still is soft. Like, it's real soft in here. And you see this one's just completely shot. I could moving back and forth. This is the bracket it comes off of. You gotta loosen up those two back bolts in order to get this bolt right here, even out or off. But here is little baby, as you can see, stiff inside here. It's a little softer, but it's stiff, and as you can see, your bottom part's intact, so you pretty much just wiggle it in like this. And tighten your screws up. All right, y'all. So it's the moment of truth. I got everything tightened down there, as y'all seen. Well, I might not have seen the last part because it is. I really was up all night doing this. I started late at night, so I was working on this through the night. Yeah, so I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. But this the moment of truth. We're gonna start it up. Now, mind you, I wish I had a video before how I sound, but whenever I stepped on the gas or whatever, putt central, just big putts and everything like that. Low speeds, and if you ever felt the car like kick in a gear, like the next gear, like when you accelerating, when your motor miles are like bad, your car has to like work extra hard just to get to the gear instead of kicking into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just kick into that gear, bam. Like riding a bike, like the mountain bikes, you kick into, you turn it, go to the next gear. As you like pedaling or something like that, he just kicks in naturally, bam, bam. The torque kicks in. So when the motor miles is bad, you can't torque the engine and transmission like that. So your car has to complete a bunch of revelations in order to get to the next gear. And that messes with the computer and some more stuff. So yeah, moment of truth, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Yo, my wrench light even went away.
Even I know you make no good for me, but you feel so good to me. Every time I come back, I try to leave. So how you end up